So as promised in the previous video, let's pick up a case study of an e-commerce company and see how data mapping helped them to stabilize, minimize the risk of breach, and get on with the data privacy regulations, local as well as international. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy, and let's pick up a case study today for privacy focused data mapping, largely in an e-commerce organization. Data mapping, as we have been talking of, the process of finding out what all is available with me, finding out which way am I collecting data, how am I categorizing it, how am I using it, tracking it, its flow all from the time of collection till the time of deletion, which may be a retention of 5, 10, 15 years, but the entire flow and all the privacy related parameters around, right? The 5 processes of collection, processing, sharing, deletion, and storage of personal data in your organization make you liable to be compliant with the DPDP Act 2023 in India. So as a background, this is an e-commerce company, has around 2 million active users who contact them, who provide their data onto them, which includes customer names, customer contact details, phone numbers, email addresses. Their financial information like credit cards and UPI information because they make payment when you buy a product. Their customer preferences in the sense of what products do they regularly order, where do they get it delivered, and in some cases, actually in most cases, they need to know their address, right? So that you can deliver, so that you can also do targeted promotion based on the area. Right? It happens, you live in that city and some products are available at discount, or the weather condition of that city promotes or gives me an opportunity to promote some of the products, right? The problem here is that there are multiple data entry points. Online shopping is there. There are retail stores to some extent. There are a lot of e-commerce companies who allow online shopping on one side. You place the order and then instead of getting them delivered at your home, you want to pick it up from one of their nearby the counters, right? The mini store kind of a thing. They have vendors who provide them. They have payment gateways who give them information about payments being received, yes or no. So there's a huge risk of data breach. Data that includes old data. 2 million active users. What about inactive users? Right? How old are they? Is the information correct even for the active users? There's a lot of things to handle around data quality. There's no data retention clarity. DPDP Act says if for an e-commerce customer has not contacted you for 3 years, delete his PI, right? But that's not true for all regulations. And therefore, they need to align with regulatory requirements. If they follow DPDP Act, they need to be finding a way to delete the data in 3 years, right? What are the objective of data mapping in this case? They want to minimize privacy risk. Anyone would do data mapping to track what data they have and minimize the risk of misuse or breach of the data, safeguarding against that particular breach. They want to improve customer trust by added transparency, achieve compliance with their regulators, optimize data management practices, and improvise any future growth models. How do you improvise future growth models? By mapping. You know the right data, you remove the not so required data, and you are more accurate on providing the service by checking the quality of data. Apart from the fact that now since you are compliant with the regulators, that give you a marketing advantage also. So the process got implemented. They cataloged all the data they had collected, mapped them with the purpose, and categorized them into low, medium, and high risk data. They mapped the entire flow of data, both internal and external, identified the redundant data. I don't need it, right? Or I don't need copies of the same data because then I don't know from which copy there is a bigger risk. So I'm protecting only the copy that I need, apart from the backups. This is redundancy. Discovered inconsistent consent management. So they had all the reasons to re-establish consent management system and re-obtain consent from their customers, right? To handle the data more effectively. They deleted excess data. They implemented data minimization, stored only masked credit card details, not the unmasked one, not the expired ones also. Why do you need to store the expired card details? Which all brought a lot of consistency across all the platforms that they were using and helped them strengthen their customer as well as vendor contracts with more stricter regulations. That helped them validate data transfer practices also. How is the data moving out of their organization? Key outcomes: the data breach risk was reduced. The redundant data got eliminated, so storage got optimized. Consent mechanism got re-established, so now they are safer because they have consent from their customers. Customer trust, of course, got enhanced, and therefore they got all the possible benefits and got better readiness for regulatory requirements, especially when it comes to personal information or PIIs. Right? And finally, what are the lessons learned? Data mapping is a very critical activity that needs to be updated from time to time as and when you see changes. Third party integration is very critical. Cross department data flow is also important because you need to know that. That can help you put up user centric approach, build more trust with the customer. So that's about a small brief case study of an e-commerce company in India who did data mapping. They always had established systems, but a relook at systems from a regulator point of view, from a PII breach point of view, is very, very important. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are going to talk more about data mapping with respect to regulators in the coming videos, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.